Welcome to the Arrington Gavin Show. Real talk, big opinions, and fearless conversations. From the front lines of politics to the latest in pop culture. From breaking sports headlines to the stories that move the world. Nothing's off limits, and nobody's holding back. Arrington Gavin is here to break it down, build it up, and keep it all the way real. So turn it up, lean in, and let's get into it. This is the Arrington Gavin Show.
What is happening, my friends? Welcome to the Arrington Gavin Show, your go-to spot for sharp insights, bold opinions, and unfiltered takes on the biggest stories of the day, whether it's politics, sports, pop culture, or the latest buzz. Look, we're diving deep and keeping it real, so do me a favor, kick back, stay informed, and get ready to join the conversation. My friends, on today's conversation, we got some news in the entertainment space. A Karate Kid actor allegedly bites a person that drew blood at an event, and that individual was kicked out of that event. And same news is sort of happening in the sports world from fellow great NFL great, in my opinion, Adrian Peterson, spectacular running back during his period in the NFL. Was recently it was a tape someone taped on their cell phone. He was in a fist fight at a poker event, and I would say ever since he retired, he has not been in, like, it has never been good news when you speak about Adrian Peterson post NFL career. And that's unfortunate because I had the opportunity of meeting him. I thought he was really humble. He was one of my, he's one of my all-time favorite running backs, but he was, like I said, he was a humble individual. And so it's sad seeing, someone that you looked up to in situations like this. And of course, we got some politics going on. Folks in the right are fighting each other, which I think is hilarious. You have the back and forth amongst those who wanted to show so much favoritism over Trump, those who were drooling over Trump. They're fighting each other back and forth, and it's like, hey, pick me, pick me, pick me. I'm like, wow, that's pretty funny. And also moving on to the left, Democratic leaders are getting called out for endorsing former New York Governor uh, Andrew Cuomo. Uh, for endorsing him. From so what's the deal? You know what I mean? So here, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. For those who are streaming us on YouTube, you can also stream us on Rumble at the Arrington Gavin Show. You can also stream us on Goatverse TV. Goatverse TV. Goat, greatest of all time. Yep, that Goatverse TV. It is a thriving and growing independent streaming channel where you can tune into episodes of the Arrington Gavin Show and so many other great programs. All you have to do is download the app from the App Store or Google Play Store. You can also watch us through the Roku app or Amazon Fire TV. So please do me a favor. Support independent media. It is an awesome channel, and honor to be a part of that. So you can tune into past episodes of the Arrington Gavin Show. You can also, my friends, listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. We're available on all major podcast platforms. You can also, in addition to that, you can listen to us on the radio airways. We're currently in 2 markets. I'm honored to be in. Shout out to those listening to us right now in the New Orleans area by way of WBOK 1230 a.m. What New Orleans is talking about. You can tune into the Arrington Gavin Show Monday through Fridays at 7 p.m. Central Time. In addition to that, you can also check us out. For those who happen to be in the Metro Atlanta area, you can listen to us weeknights, Monday through Fridays at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WDJY 99.1 FM Straight Talk. So multiple spots you can choose to listen to us, but we just want to continue to help Arrington Gavin show. Let me first by shouting out the full package and Pride in the Peak. So recently, because we were coming to a close from Pride Month, and I am what you call an ally. Now I'm a straight male, straight black male that happens to support the LGBTQ community. For the past 2 years, I have hosted or past two events that they've held. Pride in the Peak is the only this is a major Pride event that happens in my hometown of Chesapeake, Virginia, and I'm honored to serve as have been serving as one of their MCs for their event. And so, just want to acknowledge this awesome shirt right here. You can see. So that right there, you see Pride in the Peak as well as the full package entertainment. So let me tell you a little bit about the full package. So the full package is a entertainment company, but it's also a new singing songwriting competition TV show, which you can actually check out. Episodes 1 and 2 is available right now on Goatverse TV. So again, I go to say, download the app if you haven't. It's an amazing show. I served as backstage host. We've had it's a competition show with so many amazing artists from all genres in the from the indie circuit, hip hop, R&B, pop, rock, neo soul. I mean, punk. It's so many different genres. I mean, country, gospel. It is so dope, and I was honored to be a part of and to be a part of the full package family. But the full package this past year provided the entertainment at the Pride and the Peak. So it was 17 amazing artists that are affiliated with the full package, and I myself was one of the co-MCs along with the lovely Miss Nina Nicole, who was an amazing R&B star herself, and then also my bro, comedian and TV host, and now power lifter Ciroc Fox. And so we had a blast. And again, I just want to shout out the organizers from Pride and the Peak, Jeremy Rodden, Amber Boner. They are awesome, awesome folks. And we were committed. Let me tell you something. We were committed because it was hot. It was hot, bro. It was scorching. And we were out there and we kept the party rolling. Like I said, we had a great time. Happened to have some of the elected officials also that had participated. Let me see if I can pull up some pictures while I'm talking about it. Give me 1 second. We had some of our elected officials, like my good friend who is funny. She has not yet come. She's not. I haven't had her yet on the show just because of just a schedule conflict, but she will be coming very soon. State Delegate Bonita Anthony. She is a dear friend of mine, and she is awesome. She was in attendance during this function as well as Chesapeake City Councilwoman Dr. Ella Ward. Uh, Sometime we had Councilwoman Dr. Ella Ward, who was in attendance. We had there we go. We had that was myself and Cam Godley, Michelle Young, who was also the lady. Let me explain each picture before I'm over here blurting. So yes, you have there Michelle, who's in the back. She's one of the co-founders of the full package. Right there in the middle, you have Cam Godley, founder of Hybrid Productions. We've done loads and loads of projects with them. My first podcast was produced by Hybrid Productions. I have a project with them called Arrington's Most Interesting People, which is a monthly series I do on my YouTube channel, where I sit down with, again, some remarkable folks. He's a part of the Full Package family. Right there in the middle, you see Dr. Ella Ward, Councilwoman, Chesapeake City Councilwoman Dr. Ella Ward, who's been a long warrior in the city of Chesapeake. On the opposing side of me is my friend Nina Nicole, who is an amazing artist herself. She was my one of the co-hosts. Here's my dear friend, State Delegate Benita Anthony, and you see me rocking the pride colors, rocking the pride shirt, right? Then you have on this one, Congressman Bobby Scott, long-standing congressman from the state of Virginia. Yeah, Democratic congressman out of Virginia. So again, it was a dope experience. We had a great time. Like I said, we survived the heat. We made it work. We still put on a hell of a show. And it's funny because you won't believe this, though. I actually lost friends, or I lost followers. That's what I was told from my team. I lost followers because they first, then this was before this photo even came out. I lost followers, guys, because I was seen in a post that I was going to be hosting this event. And I'm like, that's interesting. Okay. Like, it was funny because a member from my team, like, wow, I think you lost followers because of you emceeing this pride event. They are people too. They should have they should have the same rights that we have in America as citizens. They're human beings. If I cut my finger, guess what? We bleed the same color. So I'm honored. I'm always honored when they ask, "Hey, would you like to host?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" I remember on my podcast, this was my first podcast I did, our Smooth Club podcast. You can still check it out on all podcast platforms. I specifically wanted to have, I had a conversation with my buddy Cabana Black, who is he's an entertainer, phenomenal entertainer. He's openly gay. He does drag. And I said, brother, I want to have you on because I want to help bridge this gap between Black straight men and the LGBTQ community, because there's still going to be a separation, and I'm trying to avoid that, because how we all know they are our brothers and sisters. All right, at the end of the day, they're our brothers and sisters. Like, they should deserve to love who they want to love. Why is that an issue? I never understood that. So anyways, when they told me that, I was like, okay, whatever. Whatever. They're like, oh my gosh, what are you doing wearing that? I'm like, first of all, I'm a host and I'm having a great time out here. They're having a great time. We're uplifting the community. It was a community filled with people from all nationality. There wasn't even folks from that that were members of the LGBTQ community. That's the thing. It was a bunch of straight couples that came to support it. We had an awesome time. So that's my rant. And I went a little over in my intro, but y'all, look, we have a lot more to talk about here on the Arrington Gavin Show. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. You are listening to the Arrington Gavin Show.
Every man has a story to tell. Your ambitions, your achievements, your legacy. Your suit should reflect that story, crafted precisely, designed for impact, and tailored exclusively for you. We work with only the finest fabrics, luxurious wools, silk, linen, and blends from world-renowned mills in Italy, the UK, and India. These fabrics are the foundation of custom suits that exude elegance and stand the test of time. But a suit isn't just about fabric. It's about fit, and it's about confidence, and it all starts with you. When you work with me, you'll receive a personalized consultation, whether in person or over Zoom. Together, we'll explore your vision and discuss your needs, and we're going to bring your ideas to life. My journey as a designer includes apprenticing under New York-based designer Clavon Leonard, showcasing collections at New York Fashion Week, Algeria Fashion Week, and the prestigious Baltimore Met Gala. That experience is what we bring to every suit we create, from weddings to corporate events and everything in between. We specialize in crafting one-of-a-kind suits for life's most significant moments. Dapper Luke has been recognized as one of Baltimore's best menswear in 2023, and I was honored to be one of the 10 designers selected for the prestigious Baltimore Met Gala. With over 900 satisfied clients, we proudly serve Virginia Beach and Baltimore, bringing world-class designs to these incredible communities. We don't just make suits, we craft confidence. Your suit will fit your body, your style, and it will tell your story. Book your free online personal consultation today. Visit www.dapperluke.com.
Order your beard care products with Rugged Evolution. We're your local beard care line that supports the maintenance of your full, mature beard. Our line includes conditioning shampoos, moisturizers, balms, oils, shaving lotions, and exfoliating soaps. These products moisturize, hydrate, nourish, and have all the natural ingredients for a healthy beard. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. And remember,
Rugged is the new smooth.
That's right, y'all. Remember, rugged is the new smooth. All right, welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. I'm your host, your friend, Arrington Gavin. So first up here in our list of headlines, we're going to be chopping it up. So Karate Kid star allegedly bit an actress, nearly drew blood, kicked out of a recent event. So this is reported by TMZ. Martin Cove got the boot from here. This says got the boot from the Washington State Fan Convention over a recent weekend after he allegedly assaulted a fellow Cobra Kai female cast member, and police had to get involved. Now, according to a report from the Puyallup Police Department obtained by TMZ, Alicia Han Kim accused the Karate Kid icon of biting her so hard on her arm he damn near drew blood, and then allegedly kissed her arm when she yelled out in pain. I mean, what? Alicia, who starred alongside Martin in the Netflix tongue twister there. In the Netflix Cobra Kai, told the police officer working the VIP that Martin completely unprovoked her arm and her husband claimed that after he did was already told to knock it off. By the way, he already looks like a creepy old man because he's not a young guy. He's pushing 80. He allegedly was furious and outraged and was visibly angry when I told him calmly not to bite me. He insisted he bit me for fun. The cop told the actor what he did was a crime and he needed to stick around until the situation was sorted out. So ultimately, it says here that Alicia chose not to press charges of simple assault, but she did request an informational Arrington report be taken with statements from the couple in case some things like this ever happen again. Now, pictures were also taken for the record of what police called a very noticeable bite mark on her arm, and that was already turning blue and bruising. I mean, what do you say about that? What do you say about that? I think out of respect, she's just saying, look, we've worked together for a minute. there is some caringness, but obviously maybe not, because she already brushed him off the first time, which told me how was the relationship on set during the show? Because just because they were seen together, had to join forces during this fan event, doesn't mean they hang out on a regular outside of the function. So they probably never liked each other then. And so this man thinks it's gonna be okay to slap your nasty ass mouth and lips and then on top of that, her husband was in attendance too. This man is bold. This man is bold. I mean, goodness gracious. And you know what? It's I don't know what is it with these folks who just think they can just do whatever they can and not get away with it. Like, who says biting someone in public after they said no is okay? Like, I mean, he really took this role to the max, because on he played a villain on the Cobra Kai series, on Karate Kid, and yeah, he took it a little too far. Come on, quick, get out of character. Get out of character, Martin. Martin, can you see me? Can you hear me? But yeah, that's a piece of work right there. That's a piece of work. So folks, if anybody comes to you, tries to bite you, pop him in the mouth. Seriously, pop. Like, I'm surprised her husband didn't respond. Not trying to, dog on him, but like, if a man bit my wife on the arm and she's like, ow. Here we go. Here we go. So, as I mentioned earlier in the program, former NFL star Adrian Peterson, by far one of the top 5 best running backs of all time, in my opinion. In my opinion, he's in the top 5. I can't give him my full top 5, but he is in that top 5. This man ran hard. He almost beat Eric Dickerson's record. During I think his years with Minnesota, because he was very known when he was the running back for Minnesota. I think he did some years with the Cardinals, and then he had some years with Detroit. I feel like he had some years with some other folks, but let me go ahead and see if I can pull up this soundbite for you, because recently AP was at a poker tournament and it turned out ugly, and I was like, whoa, what is going on? Because see, I mentioned earlier, AP has kind of been in the news post NFL career, but it hasn't been mostly good for him. He did like a celebrity boxing match. Well, I guess you can consider it pro, because it wasn't they were really training and all this stuff. I think it was under the Thriller brand, and he fought another former running back, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell knocked AP out. Like, it was like, why AP? Why do you want to do this? You retired as like that hard hitting, like you were the mean dude, and now it's like people gonna remember you from getting knocked out in a boxing match. You're not even a boxer, dude. You're not even a boxer. But let me see if I can play you this sound bite, and I'll talk on the other side. Give me 1 second here. So I don't know if y'all heard a little voice in the background. Someone said, "Why y'all filming this?" And he was right, because literally it shows them going all around the room of the place, and everybody's just watching. There's maybe there was scrawny folks. There was maybe like two scrawny folks trying to break it up, but everybody was like, "Nope, no." Whoever came with him, if shame on you, because at the end of the day, this man has a public image. Like that's my thing, and I'm grateful to have a circle of friends that are like that. If I mean, not saying I ever will get out of hand, but they know to protect me at all costs if need, and I'll do the same for them. Set aside public brand, because I don't consider myself a public figure. I really don't. But just in general, when you have those homies that protect you at all times, if they see you in a brawl, they either going to defend you or they're going to say, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. Come on, you ain't about to catch no case and all that stuff. Those are the the ride or die friends that you need. So let me go ahead and see if I can read you this more in content. So, reported by Yahoo Sports, former NFL star Adrian Peterson got into a fist fight with a poker player following a dispute over a hand. And the tussle was captured, obviously, on film. The shocking scene unfolded while Peterson and others were playing cards at Joker Stars, a social club in the Houston, Texas area. And Peterson tells us he... Okay. So my notes page wants to act up for me. Okay, there we go. We're back. I tell you, y'all, being that this is the hottest time of the year, I don't know if it's just me, but like heat has been affecting technology. It's been affecting everything. It's like everything wants to like saying, I don't want to work right now. And so that's what I'm getting on my iPad right now. Is that they're like, it's a little too toasty. All right, we're back. We're back. Thank you for staying with us, y'all. It says here that Peterson tells us he had one of his buddies were involved in a disagreement while at a gaming table. One thing led to another, and they squared up. The video obviously shows guys trading blows for several seconds, even after a man tried to separate the two. Peterson took a flurry of punches to the face, and at the outset of the scrap, but once the fight spilled into a back wall, the ex-Minnesota Vikings running back appeared to land several haymakers. They were told, and this reported by, again, Yahoo Sports says, in TMZ Sports, I'm sorry, we're told after the guys were pulled apart, bloody wounds were visible on both of their faces. Peterson, though, claimed he sustained his injury after he fell into a chair, not from a punch. Why? Man, he ain't hit me. That was a chair. Well, how the chair hit you? How did the chair hit you, sir? Because he knocked you, you fell, and come on. Don't be that guy, AP. I'm like that. He ain't hit me though. He ain't hit me. That was the wall that hit me. That was the air that hit me. They don't know me. It says here that alcohol was involved. Peterson told, though he insists it was not the reason things turned violent. I quote, it says, "Me and the guy were cool." Peterson said, "We've known each other. It was literally like a brother situation. We agreed to disagree. We had our words and we threw blows, and that was it." Okay, so my older brother, who I love very dearly, we've never had arguments where we would go fight, fist fight. Now, I'm pretty sure like folks have, family have their disagreements, yes. But if we at the verge of like throwing pop, okay, there is such thing, and I will say there is such thing as, you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. There is that respect boundary where it's like, okay, look, you let off that steam. Whoever comes victorious, hey, y'all dap each other up, y'all buy each other a drink, y'all call it Christmas. See, we live in a different world now, because no one lives off of like that thing anymore. Because folks don't want to be embarrassed. So that's when they bring firearm, they bring weapons into the place because no one wants to be embarrassed. Come on, y'all. You know it's true. You know it's true. People scared to get that ass beat. that's literally what it is. But again, Ape, what one thing is always hard. We always say, don't ever bring money involved in friendship, man. Money in friendship does not end well. And obviously it showed. Yep, Peterson insists they made up. I felt really bad in a situation where I kind of regret it. Cops were told were not called to investigate the matter. Meanwhile, did not punish either combatant. So look, I'm happy about that. And yeah, let's just keep it that way. AP, please keep it that way. You have an image, bro. You have an image. Like just take a chill pill once in a while. How are we looking with time? All right, my friends. So we're going to take another commercial break. You are listening to the Arrington Gavin Show. We got a lot more show for you, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back after these commercial breaks.
Jazera Learning Institute, LLC, is a hybrid learning center that strives to educate adults and children in all fields. During the day, we offer programs that are focused on developing students from pre-K to 12th grade, which includes tutoring, homeschool co-op, an after-school program, SAT, ACT prep, and many more engaging academic programs. Our adult education programs include workforce trainings, GED prep, life coaching, various seminars, and many more. Our vision is to train and educate in a positive way that will lead to a positive change in the world, one person at a time. For more information, visit us online at JazarenLearningInstitute.com or call us at 757-208-7407.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to
And we still in traffic.
I don't look familiar, do I? Not in this seat.
Hey, what's that you listening to?
Here to host today.
Hey, turn it up. Yeah, this that new Goat Verse app. I got you.
So y'all want to know where the goats are? They're off on the sidelines.
Looking for fresh, relevant content wherever you go?
What was the name of that he said?
Introducing GoatVerse TV.
GoatVerse, that's what it's called.
The free streaming app that brings you the best podcasts, current events, and thought-provoking opinions all in one place. Download it now from the Apple Store or Play Store. In Goats, we trust.
Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Order our scented beard oils and beard balms to help you maintain and grow the perfect beard. Order today. Try our men's care products like the full body exfoliating cleansing bars, body wash, smooth stash, and more. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. We're your luxury but affordable men's care line. And remember,
Rugged is the new smooth.
All right, my friends, welcome back. I'm your guy, Arrington Gavin. So next up, it's been in my spirit to share this, and it's nothing that's foreign to us. We see it happen time and time again. Folks using the church as a money grab machine, and it's unfortunate because as a Christian, I come across so many amazing spiritual leaders that are doing what's right. Sometimes, because of that, look, that can lead to success because they will, publish books. They will do so many other things, and that earns them success, right? A certain lifestyle. But there's folks that are just so damn flashy, and they do so in the name of the Lord. And it's unfortunate because there's so many individuals like that. I have a couple that I'm gonna call out right now. So Juanita Bynum, gospel artist, minister, recently was sharing that God is blessing. She says God's blessing for $1,000. She said God asked her to do so. So let me go ahead and share this clip for you.
21 people in this building, and God said we'll give $1,000. He said 21 people in this building, come now wherever you are. Give me an envelope. Give me some envelopes. He said 21 people come now where you are. $1,000 ain't nothing in comparison to what God's going to do. I didn't call for buckets yet, y'all. It ain't nothing. There's promotions that you want. You're not going to get it until you make that sacrifice to God. Line up right here. I know what I'm talking about. Older and younger. I know you in here because the prophecy.
So, okay. First thing that comes to my mind is she said 21 people, right? She said 21 people give $1,000. I know you're in here. $1,000. I know you're in here. Now look, out of a room of folks, a huge room, there could have been people that could afford to donate $1,000 or to give $1,000. But at the end of the day, no one should be forced, because she said the Lord told him, because look, if you give me $1,000, that promotion, you're gonna get that promotion. If you do it, give me envelopes. I need envelopes. Give me envelopes. I ain't after buckets yet. Give me envelopes. What are we doing here, folks? What are we doing here? Like, that's what kills me. And that's what really, in my opinion, and just by seeing folks in, from the, millennials and even younger, that's what disconnects a lot of young people away from the church, is because they're like, okay, there's a high volume of judging, right? Judging a book by its cover, judging people in general, very judgmental. And then on top of that, it's like, okay, I need this. I need that money first. I need that money first. You know what I mean? Here's another person right here. So recently, a Florida pastor faced some backlash for bragging about receiving $10,000 in his personal account from a Trump supporter. Gentleman's name is Pastor Kelvin Gabaris of New Life Church International in Plant City. And this is what he had. This is what he said. Let me play this clip right here.
But now that God has put me on a different platform, I got people call me and ask me for my cash app, my wiring instructions, because they want to bless me just for standing for the truth. And in case you want to know it, it's $ Kelvin Quebec. I had one fellow the other day while we're in the Rose Garden. He heard my story. He said, give me your wiring instructions. I thought nothing of it. I thought he might send a couple hundred and call it a day. The next day he hadn't sent anything. I said, oh, he must have a little lying spirit and forgot what he told me. However, I woke up Saturday morning. I checked my personal account and I saw $10,000. I'll say, hallelujah. I should have went this way a long time ago. But now that God has put me on a different platform, I got people call me.
This fool here. So, okay, so he's in the Rose Garden. For those who don't know, the Rose Garden is the garden that's at the White House. They do a lot of outdoor press conferences at. He said he was at the Rose Garden. So that already tells you, and this is a brother. Just want to point that out. You can kind of hear that in his tone. He said that because of his vocal support as a black pastor to Donald Trump, is blessed him with wealth. He met a guy at the Rose Garden and gave him his wiring information. Y'all, let's be real here. You know I like being realistic. I want to ask you guys a question. Have y'all ever just met a stranger and y'all gave him your wiring information? If he says, look, he wants to bless you, do you give him your wiring information? Do you? No. The man said, no, I'm not going to write a check to you. I'm going to give you my wire. I just need your wiring information. I woke up the next morning and I thought he was going to give me a couple $100. Sir, first of all, if you're even accepting a couple $100 personal gifts, to me, that's a little sketch as a pastor. I'm sorry. Just on a regular. I don't know. Maybe that's me being judgy, but that's already a bit sus to begin with. Because you should say, no, don't give it to me. Give it to the church. Give it to such an international. First thing he says, no, give it to me. Let my wire. He gave that man his personal wiring information, not the church information. See what I'm going with? This minister who is said he's told by God to share the gospel, to bless folks, get them out of awful situation. He is accepting monetary gifts to his personal account rather than it should go. So here's what I'm saying: all those times, all those offerings where you tell folks, hey, look, we need this to do this, and we need that for this trip, and we need this for this conference, and we need this, we can't do it without your funds, and we give. Come on now, y'all. Come on now. Let me read a little more. This is reported by theroot.com. Vast majority of Black Americans, including nearly 90% of Black women, voted in the 2024 election to keep President Donald Trump out of the White House for a second term. But one Black pastor, in Florida, by the way, shocker, is bragging about how his support for President Trump and his MAGA agenda has helped him fill his collection plates. Now, I've already shared the video of this hypocrite of a minister, in my opinion. And I just what gets me, and I'm continue to read more to see if I'm not missing something here. It says here the pastor has consulted, with U.S. presidents and influential leaders of the world, but still manages to remain connected and relevant in his community. But based on the reaction his words have received online, it seems that most Black folks believe Cabrisi is completely out of touch. You think? Truth is that he sold his soul for money. That's absolutely what he did. Because here's the thing, and I say it all the time: money over morals. Our moral compass is been gone for a long time, y'all. We do so much stuff for the love of money, and despite growing up in a family of Democrats, which is pretty common. I always say, it's interesting. Most Black households, you grow up Democrats, right? That's, in my opinion, that's what I've always come across. Now, I know a lot of folks who were raised Republicans who are still Republicans, and that's not a bad thing. All right. Vice versa, you can be raised Republicans, you can move towards the left more, you can be raised Democrats, you can move, it's everybody always fluctuates. But Cabrisi has been a longtime supporter of Trump. In a 2020 interview, he told Dayton News 247 now that after growing up as a lifelong Democrat, he was attracted to Trump's conservative agenda and likes that he gives faith leaders the opportunity to help him shape policy. Once again, any faith leader in this world that affiliates himself with Donald Trump, that strongly supports Donald Trump, in my opinion, is a true, not even a sellout. Has never, in my opinion, has never been true to to the word in general, to the gospel, to they shouldn't be preachers, is what I'm trying to say. Like, that's you're literally admitting to being a con artist. This guy who has been documented, it's shown that didn't pay no taxes. Everything he's touched has turned to crap as far as his business track record. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Only thing I see is that they see money. Hey, don't tell me. Let Pastor Cabrisi was Cabarrus. Let him tell you. I woke up, I said, hallelujah, 10,000 in my personal account after I left the rose garden. I mean, come on, y'all. Do better, y'all. Do better. Let me look at my time here. Let me digress from this because I don't want to talk. I don't want to spend too much time talking about this fool here. What do I have? Let's see what I have. Some time to share. Let me. Let's go ahead and talk about the Democrats now. I think it's about that time. I think it's about that time. So recently, Democrats have been called out, some by their own party, as hypocrites. The reason for that is, for the longest, all right, for the longest, during the governor's period, during Andrew Cuomo, former New York governor, during his term, he's been very well liked, very well popular, considered as a possible presidential candidate at one point. Hit a wall for, because it was allegations being brought against him, and it was getting so bad that Democrat elites was saying, no, he got to go, he got to resign, he got forced him out. But all of a sudden, they're endorsing him for mayor of New York City. It's a bit odd, isn't it? I personally think so. One person who has openly come and support him, who, yes, was one of the individuals that, yeah, and they were a part of the group that, yes, he should most likely go. South Carolina Congressman James Clyburn. All right. He is all of a sudden endorsing Andrew Cuomo for mayor of New York City. Now, don't get me wrong, people can change. People can always accept apologies. Stuff happens when after a certain period, right? Influential longtime representative James Clyburn, South Carolina, Democratic South Carolina congressman, a 17-term congressman, by the way. Do the math. The man's 85 years old. Through his support behind Andrew Cuomo ahead of a recent primary in New York City, adding another prominent name to the former governor's list of supporters. Now, I know former New York Mayor Mike Bloomberg, has openly endorsed and has donated to Andrew Cuomo's campaign. Clyburn said he's endorsing Cuomo because of his experience in office and record of accomplishing his initiative, which is very true. As I mentioned, his record as a politician is solid. He said Cuomo searches for answers and places to find a common ground to build coalitions, and that's very true. The Cuomos in general has always been like the well liked, respected on both sides of the party. Like Andrew Cuomo, during his free time, he was kind of in the content space. He was on conservative medias doing the whole back and forth. Like that was his thing, and he was good at it too. I quote, this is from Congressman Clyburn: if he says he will build more affordable housing, raise minimum wage, make the city safer, and create more opportunities for our youth, you can be confident that he will, because he's done it before. His record of accomplishments is extraordinary, and I am confident he will be a great mayor. Clyburn said he's known Cuomo since he served as a Secretary of Housing and Urban Development during the Clinton administration, when they worked together to support those who were undeserved, and particularly people of color. Now, he said the role of the New York City mayor is uniquely positioned to be important for the future of the Democratic Party as it faces challenges addressing the Trump administration. He said the mayor must meet that challenge to defend the city. Let me see here if I want to get into the meat and potatoes, and I'm also looking at time here. So it says here that Cuomo has notched other major endorsements. Congressman Tom Suozzi. Suozzi, Gregory Meeks, former New York Governor David Paterson, And I mentioned earlier former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Now, let me see here. Hmm. Says here that this is from the New York Times. It says here that Congressman Clever also endorsed. It's not what I want to see. Oh, hold on. Let me actually. Oh, perfect. This is a clip that I wanted to share with you all. So this is from Congresswoman AOC calling out cowardly Democrats who once demanded Cuomo resign over sexual harassment, but are now endorsing him. So let me see if I can play that one for you guys before we end this. And that's the thing. It's like, and again, I want to correct myself. There was never public there was never anything public that Congressman James Coburn specifically had said he wanted him to resign. But here's the thing: when you have so many powerful individuals like him, yet Cuomo resigned, there should have been a support system to, keep him in office. Am I right? Like, flex your muscle, yo. Flex your muscles. Here's a Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who calls out those Democrats who had previously demanded Cuomo to resign, and now endorsing him, because AOC is endorsing the state assembly member Zoran Mamdani, who's actually kind of leading in the polling right now. But let me go ahead and play the soundbite.
For so long, we have had political leadership, including in the Democratic Party, that has just wanted to play it safe, that has just wanted to be neutral, where so many people are motivated by their own individual political careers. And I cannot tell you how shocked I have been to see so many of the individuals who called on Andrew Cuomo to resign in disgrace after so many details of harassment against women, and for those same people who called on him to resign, to stand behind him and endorse him for mayor of New York City. I will tell you.
Now, I ain't gonna lie right there. That's why that's why it's hard for a lot of folks to support AOC. Now, look, I have nothing against. I respect AOC. If you ever watched the documentary when she first was running for Congress, it's pretty dope. You see the work she's putting in, and the grassroots style that she's doing. Like, it's a great doc. But what she's doing right there is again gaslighting. She's already endorsed a person, so she's doing what she can as a politician to explain to folks why y'all shouldn't endorse this guy. And what does she do? She calls out those, which, hey, that happens. I see it all the time on just on both sides. Like, okay, you say this, but yet y'all team up and do it. I'm like, I don't like y'all say the worst of the worst amongst each other, and amongst how y'all disagree on this and the other, but y'all come to, like, it's just it don't make any sense to me. Anyway, what she is doing by saying there's so many details of this, that there was nothing publicly that was proven to my knowledge. I have to look back at the reports, but to my knowledge, there was nothing ever proven. Hence why he's making a comeback and he's so well liked. If there was proof about it, then folks would have said, no, it's better off you stay away from politics. Now, see, like a guy like what was the congressman, Anthony Weiner, who there was proof, and no pun intended, but the last name, it just makes the whole story even funny. And I'm not going to backtrack of what that was about, but he is in the process of trying to make a political comeback. There's so many New York elected officials, former New York elected officials, wanting to make comebacks, political comebacks. But see, Anthony Weiner, I would say he caught a huge break from because of a man by the name of John Catsimatidis. Anthony Weiner is a progressive Dem. He is somebody that is extremely knowledgeable when it comes to elected office and New York politics, the whole 9 yards. And he, read up on, just look up the name Anthony Weiner, Weiner. Read his story and read why, why he hit a wall at one point. Now he's back. He has a radio program on I forget the letter signal of it, but he's a radio host out in New York City. He has a podcast. He loves debates. He's wanting to make a political comeback, but I just don't think that the majority of the Democratic Party, nor would a lot of folks want to back him up because of the past. But again, going back to Andrew Cuomo, hey, look, he's having a lot of supporters. He's even having, again, someone like a James Clyburn, who is risking his career, his reputation. So what AOC is doing, she's gaslighting, but it does bring up question to say, okay, look, there were so many of y'all who talk so much junk about him, wanting him to resign X, Y, and Z, and now you're saying he is the guy for you. You want to endorse him and this and that and the other. So, I mean, it's so much stuff happening in our world, man. There's so much stuff happening in politics, and it can be a headache. It really can. So much stuff is happening in front of our eyes. I know I'm going to be sharing some more on our social media platforms, which I forgot to mention before. Do me a favor, follow us on Instagram, Blue Sky, X, as well as subscribe to our Substack page as well. We got a growing platform on there, and then check out our website, www.theagshow.com. Again, www.theagshow.com. Y'all, you can also email me personally at info@theagshow.com. If you like to hey, want to hear a topic, want to hear a discussion, or you just want to just talk to me, hey, just hit me up. Can you hit a brother up, please? But anyway, y'all, look, I hope y'all continue staying safe out there. Stay hydrated, because it is hot. It's one of the hottest periods on the East Coast. Okay. And yeah, y'all stay safe out there and be ready come November, because you got some big elections happening. I believe early voting starts in September. So please vote. That is your power. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace and blessings.
That's it for tonight on the Arrington Gavin Show. Thanks for tapping in and keeping the conversation alive. Don't forget, stay connected with us on all platforms. Follow at Arrington Gavin on Instagram, Blue Sky, and X, and subscribe to the official Substack for exclusive takes and deep dives you won't get anywhere else. We're here every weeknight, same time, same energy, same real talk. Until next time, stay bold, stay sharp, and stay true. That's what we do on the Arrington Gavin Show. Peace.